There was a wide scope of accusations.
Wasatch County spent tens of thousands of taxpayer dollars to investigate their own sheriff.
They gave me very little direction and no instructions.
The results?
We were appalled.
I'm surprised he has anybody working for him.
Well, it depends on who you ask.
Jared Rigby was never around the office.
I think overall I was relieved to find that there were no major findings.
The final report paints a picture of a sheriff who intimidates employees and interferes with criminal investigations. So you can imagine the investigators' surprise when the county chose to characterize his report as no major findings.
I had no hand in drafting that.
The county can whitewash it and circle the wagons and try to avoid it all, but it's there.
I'm Fox 13 investigative reporter Adam Herbens, and this is the story of a sheriff who continues to face the same accusations year after year. And his own deputies say it's affecting public safety. We have asked several times, but Sheriff Jared Rigby has not done an interview with us since 2022.
I'm not sure what I can answer for you, Adam.
Even then, he declined to answer questions about a video in which he was accused of bullying and intimidating a police officer who reported his chief for use of force.
The only way that you can get in trouble here is if you don't do what we ask you to do.
It's best for me to not go into any specifics on that.
When we published that video, Governor Spencer Cox changed his mind about appointing Rigby to a powerful state position. Rigby resigned to take that job. Wasatch County allowed him to come back.
I could not think of a better person to be placed in a position of leadership.
Years later, the Wasatch County Council called in a retired judge to investigate Rigby because of similar complaints.
Public trust is really all we have.
Judge Richard McKelvey says he interviewed more than 30 employees of the Wasatch County Sheriff's Office. The most common theme was horrible morale.
Why do you think the morale is so bad?
I think there are perceptions of unfairness.
Do you not view that as a major finding?
I mean, it's not a surprise that there are morale issues in the sheriff's office.
Throughout the investigation, employees said Rigby was rarely at work, spending more time at his other full-time job as a BYU police officer. Deputies say he played favorites and that they rarely applied for promotions because they believe Rigby manipulated the testing process.
I talked to two individuals who actually indicated to me that they had received answers from the sheriff or the undersheriff for lieutenant's exams.
Rigby denied the allegations.
Whether it's true or not is almost irrelevant. The perception that it's true is something that we want to address.
I put my name on the line for Sheriff Rigby, and it's backfired. It's been a big disappointment to me.
Todd Bonner was the Wasatch County Sheriff from 2009 to 2019. He says he regrets endorsing Rigby and that he started hearing complaints as soon as he left office.
If I knew that this would have taken place, I would have never have left.
One of his biggest concerns is the way Rigby has impacted criminal investigations.
What's wrong? What's wrong? Come on. Come on, you little... Ow! 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 Ow!
Patrick Hayes was shot and killed in September 2024. The suspect drove off, did not report it, and buried the gun in his backyard.
It's the worst situation I've ever been in my career.
Former Lieutenant Shane Fredrickson oversaw the case. His deputies found the gun, but Judge McKelvey's investigation found Sheriff Rigby gave an order to his officers not to arrest the suspect, regardless of what was found.
How do you issue an order like that? He needed to be arrested.
Patrick Hayes was 61 years old. Sue Ann Kern was his fiancée.
I am extremely frustrated that things were handled the way they were.
The suspect was only charged with obstruction of justice because of a potential self-defense argument. He has pleaded not guilty. Judge McKelvey writes there was compelling evidence for a homicide charge.
He clearly tries to hit him with his car, not once, but twice.
Jim Bradshaw represents the victim's family. He thinks the sheriff mishandled the case.
At critical junctures in the investigation, The sheriff removed the people conducting the investigation, jeopardizing the investigation.
Judge McKelvey also disagreed with the sheriff stepping in. He recommended the county implement a policy that prevents less experienced administrators like Rigby from interfering with more experienced detectives.
It's not any different than the CEO of McDonald's coming down to handle the counter and make hamburgers.
Just because they're the CEO doesn't mean they're the best at making burgers.
Well, I don't know who runs your organization, but they're not down here whispering questions in your ear.
The county is considering some of Judge McKelvey's recommendations, but not that one. They say they will continue to allow the sheriff to manage the department as he sees fit because there's no evidence of gross mismanagement.
How would his wife respond if he was the one that was killed? Would they think that was gross misconduct?
Talk to anybody who knows Patrick. He's one of the kindest people.
Some of the allegations against Rigby were criminal, so Rigby himself volunteered to be the subject of a criminal investigation. Potential witnesses say they refused to cooperate with that case because Rigby chose his own investigator, another sheriff in a neighboring county.
That's bizarre. That's laughable. For somebody to choose their own investigators is ridiculous. I don't know who would trust that. There's an atmosphere down there of hostility and intimidation that absolutely has those deputies paralyzed.
When we interviewed Judge McKelvey, he mentioned several times how Sheriff Rigby does not answer to the county council. He's an elected official, which means he answers to the people. He's encouraging anyone who's interested to read the full report, which will be posted on our website, fox13now.com. Reporting in studio, Adam Herbetz, Fox 13 News, Utah.